Guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'll be discussing how to clean data in your Excel software. So I'm using a WPX Excel software, and everything I'm going to do on this particular spreadsheet, you can replicate the same thing on your normal Excel, on your normal Microsoft Excel software. So why does data cleaning, why is it so important? Why is it so important for us to clean our data set before we go into a very deep analysis? Though today I'm only doing the data cleaning aspect, then maybe another day I'm going to dive into how to analyze this particular data set. So why is it important to clean up our data set before we dive into data analysis? So the major reason why it's very important for you to clean up your data set is because if you do not clean up your data set before you dive into the normal data analysis, your results will not be coherent. Like the type of result you are going to get is not what you are expected to get on a normal day. So how do we clean up this particular data? This data set is very messy. As you can see here, some of these letters here, some of these names here are starting with small letters. As you can see here, this James Tim, this Raya Ford, then this one is an inappropriate space here, then these two inappropriate space here, this Elinat inappropriate space, then with a small letter, with a small letter starting the name here. So I'm going to clean up this messy data set. Then here we have a blank space, then here we have a blank space too, blank spaces here. So then we are at the end of the day, at the end of this whole analysis, I'm going to put this data set in a tabular form. Then I'm going to this name column, I'm going to divide it into two columns, the first name and then the last name. So that will be the last thing I'm going to do in this particular section. So let's dive straight into it. So the first thing I'm going to first of all focus on this particular column here, the name column. So I want to change these small letters to capital letters. Then I want to remove these inappropriate spaces here. So first of all, to change small letters into capital letters on your Excel file, on your Excel sheet, there is a formula, a particular formula for that. We are going to use the proper formula. Type your equals to proper, double click here, then come here, highlight it from top to bottom, then press your enter. As you can see here, the small letters has been changed to capital letter. Look at that number 4, James Tim, James Tim. As you can, but the extra space is still here. To remove the extra space, we are using a different formula called trim. But the formula is getting too much. Why can't I just embed these two formulas into one and it will give me the same expected result? That means the small letters will be removed and then the extra spaces will also be taken care of. So let me delete this formula. I'm going to delete this. Then I'm going to embed those two formulas so they will become one. Now I will type proper, remove this, then trim. Then I'm going to come here, highlight it from top to bottom. Then here we have two brackets here. This one has been closed. Then this one needs to be closed too. So close it, press enter. So this has been taken care of. No more extra spaces, and then the small letters are gone too. So this is how to do it. Then I will come here. Just let me copy this. Control C, and then you come here, click your home, paste, paste special, paste it. I'm going to paste this as values. Sorry, let me let me do it this way. Okay, so copy, come here, copy. Okay, so I will come here, paste values. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to delete this. So this has been taken care of. Now the second one, department. As you can see here, the data, the inputs here are not actually coherent. We have HR here, then we have human resources here. So that means we need to change our HR to human resources. But before we do that, before I can even dive into the other data, the data cleaning aspect, I want to check if we have duplicate in this particular data set. Do we have duplicate in this particular data set? So I'm going to come here. I'm going to come here. Let me just highlight this and let me highlight this and let me highlight these first two columns. Then I will come here under home, go to conditional formatting, go to highlight cells rules, and then go to duplicate values. So if there is a duplicate value, you will see light red filled with dark red text on these two columns. So let's see how it's going to, let's see the output. I'll click OK. Now look at something here. See this John Lennon and Bruce Watkins. We have John Lennon to be in the marketing department, Bruce Watkins customer service. Then if you check down, John Lennon marketing, Bruce Watkins customer service. So that means there was a mistake in this entry, in this particular entry. Then if you check their salary too, 45, 4,500, 5,200, 4,500, 5,200. So this is actually a duplicate. So how can we remove a duplicate? How can we automatically remove a duplicate? Because on a normal day you can have a data set ranging from column 1 to ranging from row 1 to row 60,000. So you can't be removing it. You can't actually, you find it very difficult to be removing duplicate values if you have a very big data set. So you have to do this automatically. You have to automate it. So how can we do this? So you are going to highlight your cell. You can highlight your data set and then come to data. Then you come to highlight duplicate, come to remove duplicate. So just make sure that all these ones are checked. So they are checked already. Then click on remove duplicate. So two duplicates are found and have been deleted. 20 unique values are remained. So click OK. So we have John Lennon and Bruce Watkins. So the duplicated values has been removed. Now, how do we fill in these blank spaces? You highlight that particular cell, then you press your Control and G, Control G. Then you see these blanks, click on blanks, then click on Go To. Now, what do we want to fill in for these blank spaces? Since I didn't know their department, I can decide to write NA. That is not available. NA, then Control Enter. So it will automatically fill the remaining one. Then I can come here, the other salary, this particular salary is also missing. I can highlight this particular column, Control G, blanks, go to, I can fill them with the values on top of each respective blanks. I can type equals to, then click this 2000. I'll click it, then press your Control Enter. So this 2000 got filled here, this 4000 got filled here, this 6008 got filled here. So I'm going to delete this because there's no value here. For the same thing, we have blank space here. Control G, your blanks, go to. So I can just let me type equals California, then Control Enter. I'm going to delete this last two. They are surplus to requirements. Then the same thing with this, Control G. Supposing I didn't know their ages, so we are missing their age because maybe they didn't submit their age to us when filling this particular report. I can type 0, then control enter. Then for this gender, can do the same, or let me just do it this way. Control G, blanks, go to, sorry, there's a mistake there. Control G, blanks, go to, okay. So I can, let me type equals F, then control enter, delete, and then this satisfaction score, do the same thing. Let's give it a score, let's give it a score of 50. Okay, so the blank spaces have been filled already. Now, under this department, this HR needs to be written in full because we have HR here and then we have human resources here. So if we are doing our normal analysis, so there was going to be an error in this particular data set because this HR is also the same thing as human resources, and my Excel, the Excel analysis will not see these two particular values as one. It will only see them as two separate departments. But once we want them to be recognized as one, which is the human resources. So how am I going to change this human HR to human resources? So I'm going to highlight this particular column, and then I'm going to press my Control H, which is find and replace. So we type our HR here, then type our human resources here, then you click on replace all. That means anywhere we see HR, human resources will actually replace them. So click on replace all. Okay, go back. So as you can see, the human resources. So the human resources has replaced the abbreviated write up. So we now have the full text being displayed here. Then what other thing under the states? As you can see, Florida is written. The first letter in the Florida is written in a small letter instead of capital letter. Then we have NY here standing for New York, and then we have a full name here, New York. So that means we need to change our NY to New York. Then we need to change our LA to Los Angeles. Then this Ohio, it starts with small letter instead of capital letter. So how are we going to do this? First of all, let's change the small letters to capital letters. So we are using the same, that proper formula, proper, then we highlight, then you press enter. So let's copy this, then let's do paste special, come here, paste special. Sorry, we didn't highlight where we want to, come here, values, make sure you click on values, not formulas, then click OK. So it has been done. I'm going to delete this. Now I want to change this NY to New York, this LA to Los Angeles. So how am I going to do that? The same, find and replace. So I'm going to highlight this, Control H, N, NY. I'm going to change it to New York. Then click on replace all. Okay. Then this LA, change it to Los Angeles. LA to Los Angeles. Replace all. Okay. So we are good to go. So this is settled. This one is settled. This one settled. And then this one settled. Now, under this state, suppose we want to be shuffling from, I want to change this state from Florida to New York, or to Texas, or to California, or to Ohio. So instead of me clicking it one after the other and then changing it to maybe changing it to Texas or changing it to California, like it's going to take a whole lot of time from me. But I can use a particular Excel. I can use a particular Excel function for this particular task. So which function am I going to use? I will come to my data. I'm going to highlight this particular column. Then go to data, come to validation, click on validation, then click on list. Now, what are the data? What are the set of data I want to use to be replacing any values here that I wish to replace? So I'm still going to repeat the names of these states. I'm going to repeat them in this source. So I need Texas, I need Florida, I need New York, California, Ohio, and then which one? I think that's all. Then Los Angeles. Okay. Then you click OK. So you are going to see how this thing is going to work. Okay. Now, if I want to change this New York to maybe California, just click on New York, click on this drop down button, click California. Just as simple as that. Maybe I want to change Ohio to Texas, click on Ohio, then click on Texas. It's as simple as that. So it's called data validation. And now the last thing I want to do here is under this name section, we're having the first name and the last name. So how beautiful is it going to be? Is it going to be if you can separate the first name from the last name? So how can we do this? How can we do this in our WPS Excel software? So I am going to highlight this particular row column, and then I'm going to right click. Then I'm going to do insert column right. That means I want a blank new column on the right side of this particular highlighted data column. I'll click here, then do it again. Okay. So this will contain our first name and then this will contain our last name. So I'm going to highlight this particular row. So then I'm going to come to data, then text to columns, text to columns. Then I'll click here, click text to columns. Then make sure you click delimited. That means your data, your input here is being separated by spaces. Or even if it is being separated by comma or by semicolon, you are still going to choose your delimited. You understand? So just click on delimited and then click on next. So your values are being separated by what? Is it by space or by comma or by semicolon or by any other thing? If it's being separated by a forward slash, just come here, you just click on this order, then click on forward slash. But it's not being separated by a forward slash. So it's being separated by a space, James space, and then row. So I'm going to click space and then click on next. Then here is asking us destination, like where do we want this thing to be posted? So I want it posted in this particular, in this column B and C. So I'm going to click here, then come here, highlight it like this, then come back, then this thing should be in text format, then click on finish. Something is wrong with the destination. Let's do the destination again. I want it to be pasted here. Okay, let's do it from here to here. Yes. Okay, finish. So the names has been separated now. So we have the first name and then the last name. So I don't need this any longer. I will just delete it. Then delete the whole column. So this one, first name, and then this one, the last name. Then the last thing I'm going to do here is I want to put this whole data set in a tabular form. A tabular form. So I'm going to highlight the whole table, highlight the whole table, and then press your Control T. So my table has headers, as this first name, last name, department, they are called headers. Then I'm going to click OK. This is a location of my table. So I'm going to click OK. So this is my table. So this is the final cleaned data set. So you can do your final analysis using this particular data set, and then you are going to get your expected results. The outcome will be the one you are expecting it to be. So thank you so much, guys. And next time in my data set tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to clean up your data set using Power Query, and then how to do some stuff, some workaround using your Power Query, the normal Excel Power Query. So thank you so much for staying with my channel. Enjoy the rest of your day.